Disney, Winnie the Pooh's Friendly Adventures. Read it out loud storybook. Oh, brother, Pooh's sticky situation. My tummy's very rumpy, but my honey is all gone. But now the honey rhymes and with bunny. So Pooh Bear set off with a visit his good friend Rabbit. Rabbit always had honey at his house. Just in time for lunch, said Rabbit as Pooh squeezed through the front door. Pooh sat down at the table and ate, and ate, and ate more. Thank you for the honey, Pooh, but asked a rather sticky voice. Rabbit's house. As he tried to leave, Pooh's big round body got in the way. No matter how much the rabbit pushed, poked, or shoved, Pooh couldn't budge. I must find Christopher Robin, cried Rabbit as he ran to the back door. Silly old bear, Christopher Robin. He and Rabbit tug and pull, but Pooh stayed stuck. There's only one thing to do, said Christopher Robin. We must wait for it to get thin again. So they waited. When Eeyore saw what happened, he said he could say days, weeks, maybe even months. Oh, brother, Pooh, Rabbit agreed. The night Gopher said Hungry Pooh is a visit. Time for a midnight snack, said Gopher. Don't feed the bear. Rabbit showed up the first time I know, he cried. No one dropped a honey Pooh, then put up a sign that read, do not feed the bear. Time passed, Pooh stayed stuck. Then one day it happened. Pooh moved just a little bit. Rabbit's house. Pooh got around Pooh's help, then got unstuck. They pushed and pulled and pulled, and little pop! Pooh flew out of the rabbit's door and crashed into the hollow tree, stuck again. Everyone sighed. Don't worry, Christopher Robin, Pooh. We'll get you right out of that wood tree. Pooh was in no hurry. There was honey above him. Below him, all walking around. Take your time, Christopher Robin, Pooh. Call, take your time. Special friends, it makes me glad to help you hum. It makes me glad when Christmas comes. It makes me glad when bees make honey. It makes me glad when days are sunny. It makes me glad to win the game. It makes me glad when Pooh's my name. I saved the best for the end. It makes me glad when you're my friend. I'm Bouncing Tiger. Rabbit worked in his garden, suddenly bong, bouncing back on his feet. Rabbit looked up at Tigger and asked, won't you ever stop bouncing? Nope, said Tigger. Bouncing is what Tiggers do best. Rabbit wanted to unbalance Tigger. He told Pooh and Piglet, we're going to take Tigger for a walk and then let him loose him. Pooh frowned. Losing someone doesn't seem like a friendly thing to do, he said. Don't worry, Rabbit said. We'll find him again, but then he'll be able to let's bouncy Tigger. Oh, said Rabbit. I'm glad you see Tigger. On Ministry morning, the four friends took a walk. Boing, boing, Tigger bounced circles around his friends, and then he bounced right out of sight. Now is your chance to lose Tigger, said Rabbit, squeezing the hollow log. Tigger bounced back and called his pals, but he couldn't find them. Now you can go home, Rabbit decided, but instead of finding home, we kept finding the same sandpit over and over. Pooh's tummy rumbled, and the honey pots were calling him home, so he and Piglet decided to follow him home, or hopped off his own. Pooh soon dumped into Tigger. When Tigger found out Rabbit was lost, he said, Tiggers never get lost, and he bounced off the rescue. Poor Rabbit was feeling scarred and alone when Tigger finally appeared. Rabbit was now rescued Rabbit, a lost and found Rabbit. But most of all, he was, oh, Tigger, I'm glad to see you, Rabbit. Pooh's friendly hums. Some bears growl, some bears snort, but Pooh Bear is a humming sort. Here are some hums about his friends. Pooh hopes to pick them sort of ends. Eeyore's gray, although it's true, he's feeling a little blue. Rabbit is so very busy, watching him makes Pooh Bear dizzy. Rumpa-tee, tiddly-tum, when a Congo jumps, so does Roo. Wise old Alice answers all Pooh's question, even had his own suggestion, but then he gets answers out. Pooh's forgotten to ask about Piglet, so very small at times that he can't even see it at all. Gopher's a friend. Pooh maybe not be around. Pooh really can't be sure without peeking underground. bouncing higher than the rest. It's just a thing that things Tiggers do best. Pooh's Grand Adventure, the search for Christopher Robin. One golden day, 100-acre wood, Winnie the Pooh set off to meet Christopher Robin on their special hill. But today, Pooh's friends seemed sad. Pooh Bear, suppose tomorrow came when we couldn't find Christopher Robin nest. I'm glad it's tomorrow because I don't have a single day, said Pooh, silly old bear, Christopher Robin. Next morning, when Pooh arrived at the special spot, Christopher Robin was not there, but a large spot of honey was not there. Rumble, grumble, Pooh's tummy. My tummy says the honey is for me, but this note may say for someone else. Pooh's friends gathered to help him read his note and solve honey's mystery. Amen. Christopher Robin was gone to Skull. Skull, Grass Digger. Are you absolutely sure or certain? What else can school spell? Demanded. How can we rescue Christopher Robin? Pooh asked. As usual, Al had the answer. He drew a map and all sorts of spooky spots and landed to the spooky spot. It was called Skull Cave. Al was soon waving cheerful farewell to do. I'll keep a sharp eye after return. If he do return, of course, the rescue's party tramped through the forest. The ones took to them. The Valley of Flowers, completely pigless snapping flutterbys, which led to Screaming Gorge in the Valley of Mist. At last, friends arrived at the cave so scary and dark it had to be Skull. Once inside the cave, a horrible growling erupted from the darkness. The brave rescuers split up the Christopher Robin more quickly. But all they found each other's crystal cavern without a sign. Christopher Robin grew louder and louder, suddenly a long lodge with caverns. Shadow was Christopher Robin to be saved from Skull, cheered Pooh. A Skull was at school, Christopher Robin. That owl, complained Tigger. I knew Skull had yet a Y in it. What about the growls? Said Speaker, accompanying the Pooh's arm. Another rumble echoed through the cave. That's the rumbling tummy. Oh, bear, hungry honey. Everyone listened again. The growls were a bit scared now they came from. Back at home, Pooh and Christopher Robin sat together atop their special hill. Pooh Bear will always remember that even when we're apart, it will always be with you, Christopher Robin asked. Yes, Christopher Robin, Pooh said, and it will always be with you too.